Namaskar and good morning. And today, my topic is teachers as researchers. How teachers are researchers. I want to shortly explain on this topic. You know, my followers, subscribers, audiences. I hope that mostly you are teachers, uh, so that I want to express I like to make short videos uh, on this topic. Educational or in the conservative educational order, of mainstream schooling, knowledge is something that is produced far away from the school by experts in an exalted domain. It is defined by Winkle, Wagner, Hunter, and Outlook 2009. This presumed uh, division between knowledge production and practice, serves as important capitalist function by limiting praxis. Here, praxis means practice, you know, or it is practical work and potential for broader structural change. I also want to join or connect the thought of Paulo Freire, here critical researchers. Critical researchers and teachers understand their praxis involves both theory and action, both theory and action. That each informs the other. I mean, it informs each other. Or here, a similar antagonism has been ideologically created between reform efforts and broader structural change. Yes, broader structural change. Critical researchers recognize the dialectical relation between reform and transformation. Reform, one is reform. In Nepali, we say sudhar. Yes, transform. Transformation here, we can say rupantaran. Yes, it is. It is today's need, or uh, in education sector, um, we have seen here, we have seen that we have to change and we have to reform. Yes, and similarly transform the education system of our country, Nepal. Yeah. So they are both essential and they are most important too. Here, I will provide some small size thought here. It may not capture the broad area, but from the side of teachers, who are teachers, and teachers are not only teachers, they are also researchers. Yes, they always involve with students. They always involve with students. Their major, they find out their major problems from classrooms. They find out their major problems from classroom, and they have to manage diversity in the classroom. They have to manage classroom situation and other teaching materials and lesson plan. Yes, etc. Various subjects will be included there. So only we have got, or we have taken our main theme from here to do the research work in general sense, but they can do many works. They can do many works from there their understanding and their working, so we contend that broader goals of transformation to see classless world where equality and freedom across race, gender and other social division must always be centrally maintained. To upon the goals of reform projects have focused only on improving social conditions within the existing structure of capitalist and other thoughts. So from the for a critical reform of schooling to exist, teachers must have more voice and more respect in the culture of education. They have to create, they have followed more and more voice through here. Education researchers must recognize that their ivory tower existence must be informed by the everyday lives of students, schools and communities. The bridging of diverse knowledge can occur in numerous ways. Here we highlight the advent of bringing research into the teaching profession. However, in the dialectical approach, we do not presume a greater rigor or value in the academic knowledge of researchers. Rather, we recognize that different context, different context, different thought allows the probable. Critical teachers understand the power implications of various educational reforms in different countries. Critical teachers created or played such roles, and they did their usage, their thoughts here. They appreciate the benefits of researcher, especially as they relate to understanding the forces shaping education that fall outside their immediate experience and perception. Immediate experience and perception. A teacher teaching and research is also based on experience. Teacher can share their experience, their perception, their thought, their lived experience. What roles have they played? How are they confirming their through their ideas and views. It relates, it connects their ideas as a thought from here. Yes, critical school culture, teachers are viewed as learners, functions who follow up top down orders without question. Teachers are seen as resources and knowledge workers who reflect on their professional needs and current understandings. They are aware of the complexity of the educational process and how schooling cannot be understood outside of the social, historical, philosophical, cultural, economic, political, and psychological context that shape it. Scholar teaches standard that curriculum development responsive to student needs is not possible when it fails to account for this content. Critical teacher researchers explore and attempt to interpret the learning processes that take place in their classroom. What are its psychological, ideological, and economic effects? They will ask different questions. Critical scholar teachers research their own professional practice. With empowered scholar teachers working in schools, things begin to change. In service start development no longer takes the form of this. This is what the expert research found. Yeah, and now go implement it. Such staff development in critical culture of schooling gives way to teachers who analyze and contemplate the power of each other's ideas. The new critical culture of school takes on the form of real ideas, learning community where knowledge is produced firsthand rather than development of the basis of other research conduct with different students in different contexts. This is an alternative. Advocates of critical pedagogy argue to the top-down mandates on teachers, such as implementation of standard and accountability culture, often heavily funded corporations, uniformed by educators and parents. It is saying of Aaron and Kinchol 2001. I have included from Denzin and Lincoln's book. Critical teachers question the oppressive culture and negative material impact on schools created by race to the top and the blame of teachers campaign. They challenge and encourage the students to challenge different thoughts and different ideas and different views. So in student learning and curriculum and can have dramatic effects on teachers, students, and school communities. So please, my audience, what did you feel about this? And I will improve again and again such types of videos. Thank you so much.